The Little Mermaid, illustrated by Dubravka Kalanovic. The Little Mermaid. Once upon a time, deep beneath the sea, there lived a lovely little mermaid. She had a long chestnut hair, deep sea blue eyes, and a beautiful fish tail of silvery green. She also had a voice as clear and bright as crystal, the most beautiful voice in the ocean. The little mermaid lived with her father, the sea king, and her 5 older sisters. She spent her days playing near the castle and singing to the other sea creatures. On the mermaid's 15th birthday, she is allowed to go to the surface of the sea to watch the humans. When it was Little Mermaid's turn, she swam up eagerly. A ship was sailing nearby. As the little mermaid listened to the music and laughter, she saw a handsome young prince. The little mermaid looked at him and felt her heart melt with love. The little mermaid followed the ship from a distance so that she could watch the young prince. Suddenly, lightning flashed across the sky, and thunder and cracked. A fierce storm was blowing up, and the ship tossed and turned in the waves. The little mermaid watched as it sank, hoping that the prince was saved. Once the storm was over, the little mermaid saw her prince at last. He was lying in the water with his eyes closed, too tired to swim. "I must save him," said the little mermaid. She swam to him and took him to the safety of the shore. There she sang to him in her lovely sweet voice until he opened his eyes. He caught a glimpse of her before she darted away to hide in the water. Before long, a pretty girl came down to the beach and found him and helped him up. The little mermaid watched as they walked away together. With an aching heart, she swam back home. She was so sad. With tears in her eyes, the little mermaid told her sisters that she had fallen in love with the prince. They knew who he was and took her to see his home. A castle the color of sand, with steps and winding down the stairs. After that, the little mermaid swam to the surface every day to watch the prince. "I would do anything to be human so that he might fall in love with me." Finally, the sister said, "Go and visit the sea witch." The sea witch lived in the dark underwater forest and amid slimy plants that looked like snakes. "She can help you." The little mermaid was frightened, for she thought but the prince made her brave, thinking about him. "I can give you a potion that will make you human," said the witch. "But if you take it, you will lose your beautiful voice. You will get it back only if you win the true love of the prince." "Oh my goodness." The mermaid took the potion from the sea witch and went to say goodbye to her sisters and her father, King Triton. They were sad that she was leaving, but they all wished her happiness on land. "Always remember where you come from," her father told her, "and come back to see us once a year." The little mermaid promised that she would. Then she drank the witch's potion and swam to the surface, where she fell asleep in the soft sand below the prince's castle. Goodbye, goodbye. When the little mermaid awoke, her beautiful tail was gone, and in its place was 2 long and slender legs. She was wearing a pretty green gown. the same silvery green as her tail, and on her feet were 2 silver slippers. She was made human. As she tried to stand up, the little mermaid's new legs wobbled until she stumbled. Ooh! Suddenly she was caught by 2 strong hands. They took her. She looked up and right into the eyes of her handsome prince. "It's you," the prince cried. "You are the girl who saved me from drowning, aren't you? I've been looking everywhere for you." The little mermaid nodded, but could not say a word. "Why won't you speak to me?" the prince asked, puzzled. The little mermaid couldn't answer. She could only look at the prince and hope that he could see how much she loved him. And he did. As he gazed in her deep sea blue eyes, the prince knew that she was the girl he had been looking for. "I don't care if you can't speak," he told her. "I know that I love you more than anything on earth. Will you marry me and live with me forever?" The little mermaid's eyes shone, and she nodded. Then, as the prince kissed her, a wonderful thing happened. She could feel her voice returning. "Yes," she said happily, "I will marry you."